Hello, I am Toto Gaming, and today I am going to be playing Tharsis. You might be wondering, what is Tharsis? It's got kind of a neat look. It looks like we're seeing the surface of Mars. Well, Tharsis is a turn-based strategy game. It really leans on random number generation and dice rolls, along with strategy. It takes a lot of inspiration, I think, from FTL, Faster Than Light, in that you're trying to get through space. It's node-based, where you're going from node to node and trying to outrun your death to a certain degree. Now, you might be wondering about the name. I did a little research on this before I started the video, because I was curious where the name Tharsis came from. There's a plateau on Mars, which is a very volcanic region of Mars, which contains many large volcanoes. And in fact, the largest volcano on Mars is located just off the western edge of the Tharsis Plateau. So, the more you know. This game is brought to us by Choice Provisions, which is formerly known as Gaijin Games. Some of their past titles, or a past title that I actually recognized, was the Bit Trip Runner saga, and although I've never played it, I've heard good things. It's a rhythm game where you're basically doing 2D platforming. Platforming's not really the right term for it, but you're running along the screen and jumping, collecting coins, that sort of thing. They've also got games like Laser Life, which is another rhythm-based game. Also haven't played that. And yeah, they've got a few other games, but once again, a lot more lesser known. So let's give Tharsis a playthrough. It's a game that caught my attention. I saw some other YouTubers playing it, and it looked somewhat cathartic, to be honest with you. It's a game where there's really not a whole lot of action in the moment, per se. It's a lot of rolling die, making sure you're getting your ship repaired, and then trying to keep your crew alive. I've never actually played this game before, so this will be a fresh run, and we'll see how it goes. So, with that said, we can take a look at the options real quick. There's nothing really to note much here. We've got credits, your resolution, texture. All of this is pretty standard as far as menus go. I think they could have done better with the button design, and maybe that'll come. As you can see here in the news feed, the developers seem to stay pretty active with the community. I mean, today's release day, so who knows? Obviously I don't want to expect something because I paid the money and they've released their game. It's post-release date. But on the other hand, I think that this developer is going to make some releases in the future that really add to this game. So, here we go. Loading times. Okay, now we're doing something. Welcome. This briefing will give you an idea of how to command the crew and utilize functions on the IHDRSIS. The journey is about halfway over, but it is still useful to have a refresher course. Your ultimate goal? Reach Mars. Alright, simple enough. Ship view. The IHDRSIS has a staff of 6, however the rest of the crew are busy right now. The ship itself consists of 8 modules, each with its own use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I assume the thruster is not a capsule or a module. Looks like J. Cross is our botanist, which kind of makes a Martian reference in regards to the botany aspect of it. That's kind of cool. Ship. Impending damage, which is this one red bar here. The integrity of our ship, the red mark. Oh, the integrity of our ship. The red marks indicate the amount of damage the events will do. So our tank inspection here is threatening 1 node of damage. Food. Food keeps crew active by replenishing their dice. And to me it looks like we've got 1. I've got kind of a recorder thing in the way there, so maybe I'll have to adjust that. but you guys can't see it, so you'll be able to see. Alright, stress. It's indicated by this green bar right now. I assume that's going to get red if our stress gets higher, or yellow, red, something like that. Our health, green to red. Die, it shows how many die a crew member rolls on their turn. Their available die decrease by 1 each time that crew member is used. Okay, sensible. Events. Reducing the repair value to 0 will remove the event. Otherwise, the damage will be applied each turn. So if we don't get, if we don't roll a 3, I believe, or a 1, one of the two. I don't know what the 3 is, or the 1. Movement. Select a crew member first, and then click directly onto a module. Choose Deploy to confirm the movement. Everyone else is busy at the moment, so send J-Cross to the pantry where the event is located. Okay, so this is our pantry. Click on J-Cross. We'll send him to the pantry. Deploy. Module view. This is where you specifically direct the crew and get work done. Okay. Rolling. The dice can be used to help the ship and crew. Die can be re-rolled, but re-rolls are limited. Okay. So we had 4 dice. Looks like a pretty good roll to me. Hazards. These represent dangers to the crew if any dice matches the indicated numbers. Injury. The crew member loses 1 health. Status, or stasis. The rolled die is stuck and cannot be re-rolled. Okay. Void. The die is lost. Assist is automatically used to prevent these hazards. Interesting, okay. Repairs. Events are completed when the repair value is reduced to 0, thus preventing harm to the ship or crew. Okay, so we only need a 1 for this event. So I can manipulate these. So I guess we'll put this at 0. Great. And we can place a die here for 1 food. We can place a die here for another food. And then for our research, we can put that there. Finish deployment. When you are done working, press the button to return to the ship view. When all crew are used, the game advances to the next turn. Excellent. Okay, so we made it. No damage to our ship is done. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, shit. Well, J-Cross is no longer. Damn. That's intense.
We had prepared for any disaster. For every disaster. Not all of them at once.
Wow.
We can't turn back, but how can we go on?
Cool art style. Update. A cluster of micrometeoroids have crippled the Ectomi and killed 2 crew. Wow. J-Cross has been ejected into space, and Mapia Musgrave suffered a fatal injury. Our new goal is to survive. Alright, so this, the Pobcac doesn't appear to be sustaining too much damage, so we'll focus here on the meteoroid strike. I think we'll take the specialists in as they have the most die. Seems reasonable. And 1 reroll as well. Interesting. Okay, so stasis of 2 and 3, so we can't reroll a 2, we can't reroll a 3. And this would do 2 ship damage. Awesome. Okay, so our 3 is stasis. Regain dice. Replenish dice for the active crew member. So I think I would rather put the 6s in here, but that might be wrong. But what we're gonna do is do that, that, and that, and then we're gonna re-roll this. Hey, perfect. The specialist came up big. Okay. Finished deployment. Wow, that could not have gone better. Although our specialist is looking a little sideways in the way of health, as well as so Allison Silva and Paco Lavorn also not looking so hot as far as health is concerned. Well, he's our mechanic, so let's send him in. +1 to ship. Deploy. Okay, so 1 and 3 are stasis states. Once again, we got well, that stasis really hurts us. I think what we'll do is we'll put this here. Well, maybe that was a bad idea. Put that there, and this is non-rerollable, right? So we'll put that there, I think. And then we'll finish his deployment. And then we will take the dock. No, we'll take the captain. Yeah, take the captain and deploy Jean Olowe here. We have how many dice? 2 dice, is that right? Should be pretty simple. I mean, it's impossible not to get it. So we'll take the 1, put it there, and we'll re-roll this. Same thing. Perfect. That'll work. And I don't know what we're meant to do. If they're completed, I'm not exactly sure if they're meant to roll dice or if it saves them food if they don't. So, do we want our crew together, I guess is the real question here. +1 health to crew and module. Well, it would be beneficial to do it in here and then try and get 5. That seems like a reasonable idea. Okay. So we could go for research, but I think it would benefit us more to do 1 more reroll. Scratch that. Do that. And that. Alright. Unused dice. Can I reroll that? No. Okay, yeah. Get rid of that. Everyone's done.
Moods are turning sour. The crew's and my own. But if I can't lead them, we're all dead. I need to get it together.
Come on, Captain, get it together. Alright, choices. Choose a side project to perform, but be aware it may have negative consequences. The severity of the choices are influenced by the stress of the crew, so keep them mentally healthy. Okay. So +1 health for all crew, but +20 stress for these 2, I presume. Or +2 assist, which I'm not exactly... I don't recall exactly what that does, but I think due to our mechanic and specialist being low on health, that it would be more beneficial to get the stress because everyone's going to gain 1 health. So I think we're going to do that. Hope that was an alright idea. Update. When the pantry was destroyed, we lost most of our packaged rations. Additionally, food can be produced in the greenhouse, but only in small batches. Carefully dole out the limited resources to limited supplies to those in need. Okay, so food gives 3 die. The captain or the doctor are obviously our choices here. The doctor was plus for health, but I think the captain... I don't recall Jean's skill, but we're going to give it to the captain. There you go, Cap. And that will be that. Our doctor is not doing so great. Okay, so we got 12 damage here. Maybe it would have been good for this... What am I trying to say? Maybe it would have been good for the assist. Oh wow, our ship has lost a pretty significant amount. And also, if we don't fix these, we're only going to have 1 left. So what we'll do is we'll send our specialist to here, I suppose. I think that's where the issue is. And roll. 6 is good. Still don't understand what an assist is. But we're going to put the 6 in here. And all we need to roll is a 6. I wonder if the assist gets rid of the stasis. Is that right? No, probably not. Oh yeah, it does. Wow. That's quite bad. That's... Alright, so... Put that in there because we don't have an option. And we're going to re-roll this. Okay. That'll go in there. We will put the captain in here. 2 is an injury. 3 is stasis. Let's see what we get. Double injury. So the captain got kind of hurt there. Could have been worse. The stress is getting pretty high. Let's go with... That put us at 10, 12. We could actually get rid of this. So I think that's what we'll do. No, we're going to roll the dice. Can't be afraid. Okay, so we'll use that there. And there are 2 others in this module, so I think this is going to be the most beneficial, especially because Kayla Jones is so hungry. Yeah, that seems like a great idea. Now, I think Kayla can outroll this. With 2 dice, she does. She gets a 6. We could do a +1 to health, but that would... So I could earn 1 die there. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna roll this. Was it a great idea? We'll put it in research and call it good. Now we have 3 of these, so we could do +1 food. But I don't think that's a great idea. The 5 sounds good. The +3 to ship seems like a great idea. Alright, so we've got our mechanic left. Let's send him to the botany area. It'd be nice to get some food. So we're looking for that. Do I want food? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that, and reroll. And I don't think there's any way we can do anything with that 4. So we'll finish. I hope I didn't need 3 there. I might have needed 3.
Fear get the better of me, but the others have proven me wrong.
If that's the case, whoops.
I'm proud of how the crew has come together. I think we might actually have a chance.
Alright, so our options. Alright, team, let's make sure we're getting all the work done safely. No sense putting ourselves in even more danger. This would give us +2 assist, which could get rid of stasis or injuries. Or we could get +1 food and -2 to the ship. Well, I don't think we can afford to take damage to the ship right now. So, I'm going to take the assist. And then we'll give our food to the doctor. Okay. Man, we're only on the 2nd node here. That's not necessarily the best thing. We do have 4 ship. -2 health to all. Okay. Let's think here real quick. Stasis. Well, this is our most pressing need, and so we're going to go here with our captain. And if we don't get this, we'll lose a bunch of health. Wow. The assist came up big there. this obviously needs to go there. And we'll re-roll these. There's an injury, that hurts. Captain's getting quite low on health. And we've got no re-rolls, so we'll put this here. And we don't have any other options, so we'll put that there. Okay. I don't know if this is possible. So, this needs a 12. So that's our highest, so this the doctor needs to go here, of course. Roll that. Okay, so that was a success, I think. We'll finish this off. And then, do we re-roll this? I think so. To no benefit. I don't know what that does. I don't think it does anything. Oh, I see what it can do. Okay, so these both have 2 health. Can we feed from here? I don't think so. I think we have to feed before. I don't know. We'll have to find that one out later. Okay, Allison. She has 2 die. She needs... an injury is not going to be too bad. So we're going to roll it. Give me a... Oh, that'll work. Almost. Okay, so the 5 goes here. We just need a 3. 50-50. Perfect. Excellent. Whew. Okay. Now, it's all up to Packle. And this is for 1 ship damage. He needs a 9. He has 2 die. So he needs a 5 and a 4 or better. No ones. Yeah, my man. Excellent. Cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to harvest some food. Sorry about that. Darn thing's buzzing off the hook.
I checked our food stores, and it looks grim. We lost more than half our supplies with the module. If we don't find some creative solutions, we'll starve before we ever reach Mars.
True. Alright. Phone is muted. Let's focus on getting our food stabilized. Let's put some energy into that. Plus 30% stress, or we can get plus 2 assist. I think we need the food. Stress levels are pretty high for these 2, but it's not out of control. Packle's is getting awful high, though. We gotta do it, though, I think. Sorry, Packle. Update. With limited supplies aboard, it's unclear if we can maintain our strength for the long trip to Mars. There's another option. The body of Mapia is still in the medical bay and has been well preserved. What is more important, the mission or humanity? Wow. Well, right now, the mission is... humanity is more important, so we'll stick with that. So we're going to give Allison 1 food. We're going to give Packle 1 food. And yeah, we can't afford to lose max health on Jean, nor Kayla, I don't think. We're on node 3, so we have a pretty significant margin to go. Let's do this. Okay, well this could be worse. If we don't do this, we take no damage to the ship, but everyone loses 1 health, so the captain really can't afford that, neither can the specialist. So Jean and Allison really need to get the contaminants in the O2 system fixed. And the ABS fail. ABS. I'm not quite sure what that stands for. But, looks like we've got an injury for 2, or maybe a stasis for 2, and a stasis for 4. So the 15... We're going to go here with Allison first. It's the higher of the 2 numbers. Makes sense. And also more rerolls. So 2 is a void, 1 is an injury. Awesome. this, and this, this, and this, and finish. And then take Packle up to the ABS. No voids. No voids. Oh shit. That's a pretty bad one. That's actually really bad. We could use that assist, increase assist, but we really need those points. Okay, okay. We're still alive. So with 8, we're gonna go with this. We can't really afford to, well, we could probably take the +2 ship damage. It's not like of the utmost importance. Let's think about this. Our specialist is very low on health, so we're gonna send Kayla in here with the off chance that she can heal. Okay, we got an injury. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. For 1, +1 health to the crew in this module, and finish this deployment. I think there were some other options there, but I don't know. I'm still kind of a rookie to this game, so it does appear that Packle is really stressed. So if we can get the stress lower on him, that would be a benefit. Oh boy. Boy. +1 health. Well, this is going to do 2 damage no matter what, right? So, I think we stand to benefit from giving 1 die to each person in the module because we can't repair this. Alright, so we're going to take 2 damage.
A transmission arrived. Not from Earth, but from Mars. From Tharsis. An impossible signal from an impossible source. Is this what we're searching for? Who's transmitting this signal? Was there another mission to Mars? One sent before ours? Or is the message coming from someone else?
Cool question. Alright, I think for now, that will be our first part of Tharsis. If you like the video, please hit that follow button or subscribe button on YouTube. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. It helps out a great deal. And I will see you next time for some more Tharsis. Thank you and goodbye.